Hey guys, welcome to the Fix This Build That Sunday Night Live show. I'm Brad.
And I'm Susan.
And today we're going to be talking about some cool new things coming up. We've got some big news coming for tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned. We'll talk about that here shortly. And we are, you don't know what it is at all, do you?
I know the big news.
Okay, fine.
I know all the big news.
And this week, working on a project, trying to hammer out a project right before Thanksgiving that is going to make the shop a lot better place for me personally to record my videos. So hopefully you guys will be interested in it, because it is kind of a fringe thing a bit, in the sense that you know, it's really about the content creation side of it.
Right.
But I think there's a lot of cool stuff that you can learn in it, as
still
well
a
as
build.
it's going to be fun, because our videos are just fun, right?
Yeah.
We like to have fun,
It's gonna be
so
good.
it'll be fun. All right, cool. And the Titans lost today. That was a big poo-poo.
We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't want to talk
It's
about
painful.
it. Yeah, four interceptions. You can't win with
I
four
mean,
interceptions.
we had a
It's just
lot of injuries.
not going to happen.
It just was not
okay.
a good day.
All right, before we jump in, I did want to thank a few new members of the Builders Club. We had Ron Richards, Ed Reusser,
maybe?
and Greg Barneycastle. Thank you so much,
it.
guys, for joining
Thank you.
the Builders Club. And if you're not familiar with that, that is basically the folks who are on the inner circle of the Fix This Build That audience, and they get access to behind the scenes footage and early access to videos, as well as free plans and shout outs in the lives and in the main videos.
Yep.
Sometimes I do that well, sometimes I don't.
I feel like sometimes the shout out should be like, woo woo.
Yeah, hey, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, just shouting. So if you're interested in supporting the channel or any of that, you can head down to fixthisbuildthat.com/Builders Club and check it all out. And thank you to all those folks that are here tonight that are in the Builders Club as well. Boom. All right. Let's see who we have in
Who's
the
in the
chat
house?
speaking about this. We've got Will. What's up, Will? We got Daniel, Allen, Pat Kavanaugh, Cody Miller, James. Oh, Make with Jake. How's it going, Jake? From Detroit-ish. And yeah, Detroit near. It's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
we can hang with that.
We get it.
Yeah. So
But it's cold up there.
I bet it is.
It's cold here.
Because yeah, it's like damp and
Yesterday was kind of pretty.
rainy.
Today's just
no. It was
the day
not-
before was cold.
Yeah, it was super cold. So
Like all of a
we're
sudden
kind of
just-
like in and out of
Yeah.
like the really cold and just the kind of cold
Right.
at this point. So you know, it's Nashville weather.
Guess
So
that's
what
the
are you
way
gonna
fall
do?
goes.
That's
around
right.
here at least.
All right, Robbie Flair and Andrew Strong. What is up, guys? All right, we do have a beer of the week.
Bum, bum. Beer of the week.
So Susan went and grabbed Sam Adams
Yes,
Winter
people.
Lager.
We're not drinking Bud Light tonight.
No matter what or how you celebrate, the spiced
Oh.
holiday lagers, rich malt notes, and accents of cinnamon, ginger, and orange peel are perfect for any festivity.
They really sell that.
I mean, they do.
It feels like,
it's like-
Christmas in a alcohol
It's like Christmas in a bottle.
bottle.
Using the, we haven't had bottles in a while, so.
What's that one again?
Oh, look, cheers.
Oh, cheer. It says cheers
cheers.
inside.
This is
I mean-
zebra wood.
Zebra wood, that's right.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, this is not zebra
No?
wood. This is palm. This is palm.
It's so cool. It's got little dots on the
It
inside.
kind of looks a little bit like zebra wood.
Yeah.
Is this palm? Yeah, I think this is palm. Black palm.
It's like a
Black
pop
palm is what
quiz.
this is. Yeah.
Smells like beer.
Got a video on it on the channel. All right, yeah, smells like beer.
Hey, you gonna cheers
Beer.
me?
Oh,
Cheers.
sorry. Oh, sorry. Wait, I didn't do the beer.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
There
Same
it
as.
is. It's
In
official
in
now.
case you didn't see. Yep. It's Christmas.
It's a little heavier than I was expecting. It's good though.
It's a winter lager.
It's like a full-bodied beer, but not crazy.
It's a winter lager. This is not a spring.
No, this is not
Summer
like
shandy.
a shandy. No,
No,
this
this
is
is more
it's
lager.
good though. It's like a nice. It's
All
good.
right. Yeah.
We like it.
I like it. I mean,
I could imagine like sitting by a fire, like
festive
drinking
and
this.
oh my, 12 fluid ounces. I thought that's so 12 ABV. I was like, whoa.
Whoa. What is it? 5.6. Not bad.
5.6.
Anyway, it's
acceptable.
good.
Acceptable. All
right.
right. Before we jump in and start taking any questions here from the audience,
Yeah.
I want to announce a little something for the early crowd here. So tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and you guys know Black Friday is coming up. If you've been with the channel for a while, I know many of you have, that we do an annual Black Friday sale on all of our plans.
On Black Friday. Go
On
figure.
Black Friday.
Right.
Yes. And so we do 25% off. That's the only time of the year that we discount.
Right.
And we love doing that. So, and it's on individual plans, not bundles. That's always a question we get. I tried to check out in the full bundle at 50% off, and it wouldn't give me 25%. I'm like, yes, because we're already giving you 50% off.
Right, they're already at a discount.
So non-discounted items. That's like at Hobby Lobby. You know, they get you with the like, hey, 40% off coupon, but it's only on non-discounted stuff, which is like one thing of gum that's like $10.
I mean, it's better than
but we're
that.
not like that.
Yes.
We're not like that.
Yeah. Although they're not doing coupons anymore.
There you go.
They're
So
rocking my world.
anyway, the big news is not that that's coming because we do that every year. Is that we're going early.
We are.
We're gonna beat Black Friday to the punch. We're going Black Monday.
I think we should have it be a different color.
It's not even black. It's just Monday.
It's just
Monday
Monday.
plan sale. So starting tomorrow, if you've been looking at picking up any plans, they're going to be all 25% off tomorrow. Check it out. Check Instagram for the code. The code's not active yet.
How long will it last?
It's going to be Monday through Thursday. So we're actually going to stop on Black Friday.
I'm sorry, what? I did not know that. We're not going to have it on Black Friday?
Nope.
Why? I'm just confused.
It's the whole point of doing it early.
Oh, wow.
We're done. We're letting everybody do their own Black Friday
because
stuff.
Black Friday, do you guys go out? Do you go to the stores and battle with the people in the lines?
Right.
We do not. We have done that. We have good stories of that, but whatever.
There's a term for that.
What?
It's called front running.
Front running, that's true.
We're getting out ahead.
I'm just saying,
of
like,
the
we could
curve.
enjoy Friday and not have to deal with any kind of fallout.
Exactly.
That'll be good. I did not know that part of it.
Yes.
Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I think it is Monday through Friday. And then and then we're just not going to go. We typically go Friday to Cyber Monday.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but now we're going to go Monday to Friday. Instead of Friday to Monday, we're going to go Monday to Friday.
On Cyber Monday, are we just going to be like, hello? That's what Cyber Monday was going to be. Yeah.
Send you a text or something. I don't know. It's Cyber Monday. Here's some cyber stuff.
Yeah. Here's a riddle for you.
So there you go. Check it out. The code will be on Instagram. We'll also send that out to the email newsletter. So if you're subscribed there, then you will get that.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
I mean, because I feel like this is a good time to do it because it's right before Thanksgiving, right? Like we're wrapping up our work week. Maybe you're still working. You're not in the thick of like visiting people yet, probably. This is a good time to get the plans in.
That's right.
Versus like when you're busy, perhaps.
So I'm going to put it in here. I'm fairly certain that this is what the code is going to be.
Oh. So you're giving the code?
It doesn't work yet.
Okay.
But it's going to be FTBT 25.
Oh.
So there you go. FTBT 25. Starting tomorrow. Pick up any plans you've been meaning to get.
Right.
And
individual plans,
and
you
there
can
you
get
go.
as many individual plans as you want.
It still might be a better deal to get the bundles.
Right.
Potentially. So
price it out.
Check it out. But we're excited to offer you guys
cheers
that
to
discount.
that.
Yeah.
Cheers. We'd like a sale.
All right.
That'll be awesome.
Cool. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? It's almost 35 degrees. That is cold.
35. Yeah.
Manuel Rosé. Yo hablo español un poquito, pero no muy bueno.
What?
No muy bien. I said I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not very well. I've been studying Spanish. I took 2 years. What?
Claro.
Get out of here.
And of course.
In what?
In Spanish, I believe. You can help me out.
Claro. Okay.
Claro. I've been watching Narcos.
Okay.
I've been picking up Spanish.
I took 2 years of, my last name is Rodriguez. Did not grow up in a Spanish-speaking home, unfortunately, because my grandfather was full Cuban. He's since passed away.
From Cuba, from the old country.
From the old country. And then when they moved over, it's not like it is now. Like you wanted your kids to like not speak, you wanted them to be like.
It was like a generational thing.
But yeah, it was a generational thing where like the first folks, a lot of them were like, we want the kids to speak English, so they spoke English.
They didn't speak Spanish around them?
No, they did some, but not, it wasn't like they just all spoke English.
Gotcha.
So anyway, and so that wasn't in my house. And I've been doing Duolingo for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Like every single day. And so... but I kind of was slacked off a little bit. But for the last
What's your
few
best
months,
Duolingo sentence that you could throw at us?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's easier for me. So I'm really bad at like
coming up.
Like if you gave me a sentence, I could translate it and I could probably say it. But like having that's the hard part.
Could you if you heard somebody talking slowly and not with crazy hard words, you probably could figure out what they're talking about?
Yes, but not like actually talking.
Just like snippets, like words.
Oh no, I could do the whole thing.
You would understand a whole sentence?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's impressive. For me, I don't know any of this stuff, so I think that's
Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it.
I like it. Growing.
Travis, Brian, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Scott in the house. I don't know where Katie is. Katie, that was beer of the week. I'm sorry. This was courtesy of Katie.
I was thinking it was from Katie.
We missed
Thank
that.
you, Katie.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And I think Scott's package is. He said, "Did you get the package?" We did not got
I
the package.
believe it was getting delivered
I
soon.
forgot about it. I think it
Did
may
it
have
get
got.
delivered?
I'm pretty sure it did.
Thursday, maybe?
Maybe Thursday. And
Yeah,
and frankly,
we'll get
I
it.
just forgot.
Yeah. Sorry. We'll get it, though. Do we know what's in it?
Beer. Should have gone and gotten it. We need to get it before
Yeah.
we leave, so it's not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're driving.
Oh.
No, I'm just thinking about us next week and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're traveling and.
All right,
Doing
Jake, have a
things.
good one, my man. Thanks for dropping by.
Bye, Jake.
Okay, cool. Travis always has to work on Black Friday. That stinks.
Oh, yeah. That would stink.
Yeah. Oh well, it's all good.
Unless you like crowds.
Yeah. Taylor says, "Hey, Susan." Oh, and Brad.
Hey, Taylor.
As an aside.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, did you ever work anywhere on Black Friday? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think
I used to
did.
work at. I feel like Black Friday wasn't such a big thing.
No,
like
yeah,
back
that's true.
When we were,
Back in the olden days.
like
Well, no, because
college jobs and high
because-
school jobs.
remember before COVID hit, like it started becoming like, ooh, everyone's going to open on Thanksgiving and all that. And then they kind of like
They
last
like all
year was
moved
so
it
weird.
forward. Yeah, they were doing all kinds of
Are
crazy
they doing
stuff.
that this year? I don't even know.
I don't know. They
But
had moved it all up, and then like COVID reset everything, and so now it's interesting. But yeah, no, I never worked. I worked at TJ Maxx actually.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was a team TJ. I don't even know what they called us. A TJ Maxx. TJ Maxxer.
Were you a maxista or some? There's like a thing that they say. No,
I was not.
you were not that.
I was.
I do love TJ
I ran the
Maxx.
register, and I
Oh.
also, did like hung up like that was the worst. I was like when you'd have to go to. You go to the changing room.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it was
I
like
bet.
you have to take all the clothes that people didn't try on. This is like TJ Maxx, right?
Or they tried on, they just dumped them.
Oh yeah, so you got to put them all back on the hanger and then go back and find. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But there's some fun people that work there. So
Yep.
we enjoyed it. Anybody else work at TJ Maxx? Because it's a great place to
Man,
have not worked.
where was your first job?
Always forget if it was. I think
Forget where your first job was? I'm surprised. I'm sorry. I feel like it was something you would know.
No, well, my first like legit job.
Okay.
I worked construction, some.
That fits.
But I can't
Checks
remember.
out.
Checks out. No, I think it was definitely that. I think I worked. It was called Family Fun World or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, like, they had like go-karts and stuff?
Yeah. Go-karts,
Wow.
mini golf,
That was
and
your first
arcade.
job?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You were like shooting for the moon.
Oh yeah.
Were you 15 or 16 or something?
I was probably 16.
What did you
'cause I
do
drove.
there?
I was like the dude. I was the
dude.
I was the game floor dude. So it's like
What?
when you came in and like you're like, hey, this machine ate my quarter, and I'm like, sling. I'm like, I get the keys, and I don't want to do that.
all
like,
the
rip my
power.
finger apart. I'm like, oh, you need me to do that? I'm like, open it up and like, ding, ding, ding. Put a few credits. Should be good, man.
I did not know that.
I wanted to
don't think I knew the story at all.
I was like the cool guys worked at the go-karts.
Of course.
I mean, because that was like if you worked
Breathing
at
in
the
the
go-karts,
fumes. Yeah.
you were or even the putt-putt, but like so I was
You were
not
not.
peon.
Yeah.
No,
You were a peon.
I was like the ticket guy.
Yeah.
I was like dealing with like our
You
kids.
still worked at like a arcade
was fun.
place.
It was
I
fun.
worked at Perkins. I was a
That
server.
didn't last long though. That
Yeah.
didn't last long, so it's all good.
We had the church ladies coming in on Sunday.
Uh,
They were very particular. They never tipped. I
Yes.
don't know what the deal was.
Let's see here. Scott incorporated some LED lights into his latest project.
Ooh.
Didn't go as crazy as the shelves. What were the good and bad things I encountered or what I've done different? LED lights are they seem at face value, you're like, oh, I'm going to add some LED lights. Like it seems easy, right? You just like go on Amazon and buy some LED lights and,
Everyone's doing it.
throw them in the project. Boom, Bob's your uncle, you're
By
done.
the way, if you have a teenager or a tween and they don't have LED lights in their room, they want them for Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a big thing right now.
But that's not true.
No.
That couldn't be further from the truth, quite frankly.
It's very dramatic.
Here's the problem with LED lights. The problem with LED lights is that there are 1,000,001 people selling them on Amazon. Right? Because they're almost all coming from China. And so you've got all these little Chinese companies that are selling them. They're inexpensive
Right.
to make. And so there are just, okay, let's be more realistic, probably hundreds of vendors selling them
But all the same type of thing.
But they're all kind of the same type of thing, but not really. That's the problem with Amazon, especially like in electronics. When you get into something like that, is that you got to be careful, and like it's hard to judge by the ratings sometimes. So you really got to I like to go in and look at the reviews and like see.
I feel like you have to.
You have to.
There are so
but
many
the gold
things.
is pictures. If you can find people that post pictures. And you don't want the 5-star reviews because a lot of those are fake.
Well, no, but like, have you noticed on Amazon when I'm looking at a product, I'll be like, oh, look, it's got 4.5 stars or 5 stars. But if you go into the reviews, this happens a lot now. Everything that's popping up is like 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, because they're just inflating it, I guess.
Yeah.
So you have to look at the reviews.
You have to. On a quick aside, I'll come back to the LED thing. On a quick aside,
right?
I was kind of. I was trying to decide what, and I'll do it here because I don't want to like publicly shame anybody.
Wow, this is.
But this isn't
fun.
really the pub.
What?
I mean, this is
a
private group.
Go ahead.
I'll shame some people, but I'm obviously not going to name any names.
We're going to shame.
I got an email from a marketing agency who I have worked with in the past, who like is a pretty reputable marketing agency. Not like anybody would know who they are.
But they've got a good. They're not. They're not super shady.
Yeah, they're like, I know the people that work there. I know people. It's not just like a random email. And I did not know the person who emailed me, but they were like, hey, are you in? We're looking for. The thing was like opportunity with a brand. I won't say the brand, but a power tool brand.
But like it's like what's the
redacted.
Things have been redacted.
Redacted.
Yeah, there's like red
opportunity
tape over all of this.
with brand X.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, like
Great.
I like brand X. Brand X is cool. And so I open it up and they're like, hey, we're looking to do a promotion with brand X for product Y, and what did they say? How did there were no minced words. They said.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. This is very interesting.
Well, you're in the inbox, but
I don't think I read it then.
they said, we want 5-star reviews. We want we're trying to push this thing, and we want 5-star reviews, and we will send you this product.
What they wanted you to do a 5-star. They
on
wanted you to
a
ask
website.
people to do 5-star.
No. Like they wanted to send it to me,
right?
And me to do a 5-star review on whatever website they were selling it on.
Wow.
For this company, which every single person would know the company that it is.
Wow, now I really want to. I'm going to go to the email.
So, like the tool, I have some of their tools in my shop.
It's a tool?
Kind of, yeah. Anyway, so, but I was super
That's pretty
disappointed
bad.
in that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it wasn't like, hey, we want to send you this, like here's how I would like to see it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, we'd love to send you this thing to see how you like it. If you love it, we would really appreciate a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Like, right? We want you, if you love it, give your honest opinion,
right.
blah, blah, blah. That is not what this said at all.
Well, and
it was like, we will send it to you. Know you give us a 5-star review, and we're good.
Don't you think that they would? I guess they just have to take a shot.
Well, the funniest part is it wasn't even like,
you would never
they weren't even offering money. They were just like,
the thing?
I was like,
you're offended. Like, I still wouldn't have done it if you were going to pay me. It makes it worse.
Well,
but you didn't even offer.
So anyway, my whole point, wrapping that back around.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Even like we're talking about, these products on Amazon, which are all like,
oh my gosh,
little things. So even big brand name companies, and again, I'm not going to say the brand name of them because my assumption is that this tool company did not go and say, hey, go get us 5-star reviews, right?
Right.
The
marketing
agency took it upon themselves.
We can produce. We can get this. Yeah.
But and there's that disconnect. Mm-hmm. And so don't believe anything on the internet ever, unless they're my videos.
That's so sad and depressing.
But yeah, it is. I was so taken back by that because I would expect that. I do expect that in Amazon. I did not expect that from a major tool manufacturer. But again, it's through a marketing agency.
I question a lot, like
we were talking about that. We were talking about that
like
just the
a lot
other
of
day.
people that
but anyway, so we'll go back. Yeah. But so that's just a little aside. So don't trust anything. Look for the negative reviews.
Trust no one.
Trust nobody.
So when you're buying LED lights,
let me rephrase that.
Point randomly, say a prayer. No.
Let me rephrase that.
Hold on. Sorry. Yeah.
Let me rephrase
I was trying to bring it back.
Trust people who you trust. Meaning.
Yes, that's true.
I assume you guys trust me. So please, if I tell you something about a product, I'm gonna shoot you straight, right? So just don't trust random reviews on the internet. ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, talk to people who have actually
Although,
had direct
like,
experience with the product.
I do.
That you trust.
I will say on an Amazon review, like you can tell when it's like someone who really is. I think you can, because I know sometimes they're really like canned, like, oh, it was great, and I'm like, and it was just super short.
Or it's bad English.
But when people have like the pictures, like you said, and they're giving lots of personal detail about their experience, I trust those.
Yep.
Because you've got to go in something, right?
Yeah.
Like especially when you're buying LED lights or something, you know. But but yeah.
So back to the LED lights.
right,
the
right.
problem, the LED lights. What are, without taking this on too long, which I've already done, is
So
that
when you're Christmas shopping,
you want to look
buyer
at
beware.
the quality. So and in that video I talked about, I grabbed 2 of them, and there's a couple different things to look for in LED lights.
Okay.
One is the amount of lights per strip, or
Right.
per meter, or per foot. Typically they come in 5 meter strips, 5 meter, 10 meter, or your 2 big levels, or they'll call it 16.4 feet or 32.8 feet. And look at the number of LEDs. And then the other thing is the controller. So because if you're not running it off of like a microcontroller, then all those things are different. And the ones I got, I don't even really actually like them that much because of the way that you can't go to modes. You have to scroll through modes. And there's like 360 modes.
Oh, wow.
Like, what if I loved mode 180?
That's really silly. You'd be there all day.
You couldn't even program, like,
and then what if you went one too far? You're like, I gotta
you
start
literally
over.
can't. They do have a backward button.
Okay,
but
that's good.
You literally can't even get to. You can't like punch it in. It's just you have to just roll through them. So I would look at those things, like how do you control them? Is it a Bluetooth app? That was probably the biggest thing for me. Is like, so the ones I bought were like an assignable ones as well. So they're the WS 2618Bs or 2816Bs, something like that. 2812. I can't remember, but anyway. There's ones that are like individually assignable, which are like the high-tech ones. If you go, like you can run an Arduino and make them do all the crazy things. That's what they do Christmas lights with. But then there's more that are just kind of dumb.
And I mean, you're
where
probably gonna...
where it's either like they're all one color or they're all a different color. So that's the stuff. It depends upon what you're looking for. You can go super deep and get like really technical ones, or you can just be like, just give me the crappy ones, and that just change the lights.
I have to imagine that the super deep ones that you can assign the thing, those are going to be more expensive. So like, which is fine.
Yeah, like the roll I bought was
like if there's
like $30.
If you're looking at one and you're like, oh, it's amazing and it's such a low price point, it can do all these things. If it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
But and I thought it was interesting how the white lights look so different.
But they don't have like so CRI is a big thing with lighting, color rendering index, and you want that to be as close to 100 as possible, and like the lower 90s to upper 90s is great. Anything below 90 is like pretty bad, but they don't publish that for like LED strips. So
got it.
Those are kind of the things
Good
you're
luck.
gonna struggle with. So that was probably more than you guys want to ever know about LED lights.
I mean, no one wants to shop
now
on
you know it.
Amazon now, although it is very convenient. We're having Christmas when we visit my family over Thanksgiving, and I just was literally laying in bed yesterday ordering Christmas presents.
Just order right on the
Done.
phone.
Like, it's so nice.
James works at TJX, largest store in Canada.
Oh.
So they're equal to TJ Maxx.
Oh. I love TJ Maxx. I've got to be in the mood to
it.
go hunting there, but if you're in the mood to find something good, then it's a great place.
Let's hear. Taylor did a winter gig at Big Five in college. The change room was rough to clean up. What is Big Five? Is that must be a West Coast thing?
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know what a Big Five is, Taylor, but it sounds like it's probably like a H&M type,
Maybe.
whatever.
I worked at a lot of restaurants.
Taylor just went for it. He says, "Yep, I think I got the same email today. A yellow car battery charger." That is correct. Oh. That is that is exactly what. See, that's
Oh, that's sad though. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Beer.
I know. I guess you don't believe I'm talking to the people in the team.
What?
Tell me, we're talking back and forth, guys. Scott is legit. What's up, Mark Handy? How you doing? Do I have an affiliate link for Mize? For Mize. For mine. Yours, Mize, mine. I don't know.
What?
I kind of like Mize. Oh, it was yours and mine, and I just made it Mize. For Mize.
I was confused.
Instead of mine. I don't know. Taylor, there is, if you're asking about the LED lights, I do have a link to that whole setup in the YouTube video. So if you check that out.
And Brad did like them.
It is,
nice.
it's much more convoluted. And I tried to dumb it down because I know like some people just don't want to mess with all that. There's like soldering involved. So if you're not into that, then you probably don't want to go the route that I did. But the LED lights that I bought, and it's BTF Lighting, I think is the brand name. And they do those assignable LEDs, and I use those in the charging station that has the LED strip running around it. And under our son's bed, under the loft bed, we've got. Did I do that?
I don't think so.
No, I didn't. That's.
He probably needs an upgrade. He doesn't need one. Let's be real. But the other two don't have LED
Actually,
lights.
I should figure out. I should go back and see because those were good.
Those were good. They're just not. They don't do all the.
They don't do all the cool stuff, but
right.
it's But
they have some modes.
I should look at that.
They did the clapping one, and they changed colors.
The sound, the sound
but
control.
That was and at that time, it's crazy how fast technology will go. Because when was it? Was that like a year ago? 2 years ago? You did that. His
the
bed.
loft bed?
2 years ago?
It's at least 2 years ago, before COVID.
Okay. Well, I think it was right before COVID.
May have been.
May have been. But we got those LEDs, and that was like, I think those were like the best one, like the best type you could get at that time. Maybe not. Right?
Where are you going with this?
Just that the other two of our children want LED lights for Christmas. Our one son, that's the only thing he has told us he wants for Christmas.
Lights, that's it.
But now they're like, they can do so many more things. I'm just saying, like, our middle guy might need an upgrade.
Amen.
I mean, he doesn't need it, but
all right,
it
Mark
is really nice.
Just built
a good light.
A cross that was 30 inches tall and 20 inches wide. Cut the tubing in half and put the LED inside, and left it 1/2 inch of some wood out of, and I set it 1/2 inch out of some wood stink.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah, there's that's probably the biggest thing with LEDs and putting those into projects is like how to incorporate them effectively and to make it look good, because you can get really harsh lighting if you put them in and just like try to shine it straight out or straight, so you really want to like bounce it, or either like you need to diffuse it basically.
I mean, Brad spent some time trying to figure out exactly where to put them in the shelves.
Yes, and a great way to do that is just to mock it up, and that's what we ended up doing. Is like I just grabbed like a cardboard box and put it in the strip and like turned the lights on, and then moved it further and closer to the wall to figure out where I wanted to mount it on the shelf, because if it was too close, the original spot I wanted it was about 1.5 inches from the back. And when you had it there, it was just like way too bright on the wall. It
really hit the wall so much.
Like it was like super bright at the top and then fell off really fast. And then as I moved it out, it was just more of an even gradient.
It was just it was a more intense.
Right. But I wanted more of like an even gradient along the back.
Yep.
So but that's awesome. That's a cool use for that.
Yeah.
I like it.
I kind of wish that we were in a way like those people that just like do a crazy light display at Christmas, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, and money. So, no.
Yeah.
But it's impressive to see that. Didn't we watch a show about the houses that are like, we did this a couple years ago. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, like that's something I kind of want to get into. Does anybody do that? Do we have any folks in here that do like the whole Christmas shebang?
You probably started since October.
Like micro controlled and like programs and like all the stuff. Is anybody doing that? Because I'm like,
I could see you doing that.
I feel like that's a rabbit hole. I mean, there's like whole programs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is plug and play, from what I understand. As far as like the programs, people make these things, and you get the audio, and like it does the whole programming for you. And then they make like I've dabbled into it just barely, and there's like a piece of software where basically you can load up all the different animations and just change it around. So that's how that works. Like you would load in. Hey, we want to have jingle bells in there, and like there's a few jingle bell animations, and then the sound clip, and then you're like, well, we want to have Frosty the Snowman, and like you go in, and then you assign every single strand, obviously in your yard and house would have an assignment.
If that didn't work all of a sudden, it would be such a nightmare, right?
Well, they've made it a lot easier, but I'm sure it would.
Oh my gosh!
But like you can assign it, so it's like drag and drop. A lot of things you'd be like, this does that. I want these things to do this, and you can like make groups. So it's not like you're in there individually assigning.
There was a house a few years ago,
LED or something crazy,
that was near that we went to, that it was just a normal house on a normal street with like not even a huge yard, but they had it. I don't think you went with us that year, but my kids, they're not big on going to look at Christmas lights ever. But they were convinced by this house because you pushed a button
Oh yeah.
And then it would,
And it would
play
play.
one of 4 or 5 different songs. And then the whole house, like they had on the windows, they had like a screen or something like for the window, and then on the house. And it was, oh gosh, it was
It was
so
awesome.
cool.
It was really cool.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we went
I
back
liked it.
again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
that
did.
was really neat. Also probably really expensive.
Yes.
So
All right.
just
Ryan
go see
Matthews.
somebody else do it.
Ryan changed his miter saw blade, and the blade guard now shifts whenever I try to make a cut. When I try to pull down on the arm, the blade guard prevents the arm coming down. How can I fix this?
Sounds like
Ryan, you probably just didn't get it back fully installed, because I know kind of what you're talking about. What I've seen a lot of times, like on mine, when I undo it, the spring will want to. So let's just say it's like the arm is kind of here, and the piece that screws back onto the cover is there. When you unscrew it, it'll pop up, and then it'll kind of rotate back. And so if you change the blade and kind of forgot how you took it off, which I've done a lot, you'll put it back in, and then you can screw it down here. In mine, I can like the bolts like here, so I don't have to have it down here. I can tighten it, but if I tighten it up here, it messes with everything. You have to pull it down. So I would just make sure that it's like really registered, and that's what mine. That was the issue with mine, is that like I had to extend that arm that was wanting to pull it back and then lock it down, and then it was okay. So I've got the rigid. I don't know what miter saw you have, but I would check that out. I would just like try to rotate it, bend it, not bend it, but it's technically bend. It's on a spring, but to pull that back and get it as far forward as you can before you attach it. That may not be the issue at all, but that's what's happened to me
Something
in the past.
to try.
So I would try that out. Oh, there you go. Taylor's saying maybe a small set screw. Yes. Will, I do a pretty nice show. HD sells a box for cheap with a Bluetooth speaker that you plug in, and it will play music and do light shows. Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, see, that's almost like exactly like what we were just talking about with LEDs. Like, I think there's a certain group of people that want to go just deep, and they want to make the coolest things, and just like they want to customize it however they want to. And there's a much larger group that's just like, just give me the box. Just like I want to put it in the yard. I want to hang it up, push a button, and like entertain.
I mean, and I would imagine if you have kids, they're probably like very impressed by that. Like that is plenty, I mean, that is part of why I'm like, that
Stop
would.
leaning on the table. Oh. You're like pushing it forward.
Sorry.
The whole thing. You're just going to throw the entire table over.
Yes. That was my plan.
She's getting too excited. She's like.
Anyway, I mean, I think if we did do something like that, our kids would be very impressed with us.
Okay.
Like that would be really cool. But yeah, I can imagine it's like a rabbit hole, like you said, like. I could totally see like one year being like, all right, we're going to do some things. We're going to spend a little bit of money. We're going to like just keep it small, but something cool. And then you start accumulating and adding on.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that's like the goal. You just like keep adding and adding and adding.
Right.
But
which is fun. I mean, you can plan on it every year.
So this week I'm making, and I didn't say it at the beginning, but I'm making.
Oh yeah. You kept them in suspense this whole time.
I did. But like I'd love to get some feedback from these guys actually. Is that I'm making sound panels. So if you're not familiar with what a sound panel is, it's basically a wooden frame with insulation in the middle to dampen sound. And so like, you can like hang them in home theaters, or in my case, or like recording studios. In my case, I'm going to put them on the ceiling in the shop to try to reduce some of the echo, because whenever we took out, like I had all that wood that was back, Taylor had all the walnut, have all the wood. So, and these guys were down further. What I realized after I took this out is that all that stuff was just.
How did you realize it, honey?
After I'd recorded a whole video, like the whole beginning of a video, and I like shot the footage off to Chris, and I was like, he was like, wow, this is really echoey and bad. And I was like,
it was not a good
it was really bad.
evening in the Rodriguez household.
No, I was so mad. It was so bad that I couldn't use it.
It was really bad.
And so I'm doing these, and I was just wondering, I would love to hear your thoughts on, the video is going to come out. If it's a video on something like that, which I assume the vast majority of you, other than maybe Scott, probably don't have a use for, because you're not filming in your workshop, is that something that you would watch? Like, are you just going to be like, I'm going to pass? Or are you like, I just want to see how Brad made it. You know, I know I'm never going to make it, but it sounds kind of cool. Or I just want to see what stupid stuff he does, what mistakes he makes. Again, like, I am not going to be offended. You can just, if you say like, yeah, that I would never watch that. Yeah, honest response would be great. I would love to hear your opinion because we're kind of, I debated on whether to put it out because I know it's not going to, most people are not going to make it, even though it could, you could put them in, like I said, in your like home theater or like your home office if you, if it was really echoey and you want to have better Zoom calls or something. But I'd love to hear your opinions on that because that's, you know, I would love to do, honestly, I would love to do more stuff like that, but I'm always like worried about, you know, how applicable it is to the audience because I don't want to also alienate people by making a bunch of stuff that nobody cares about. Mm-hmm. All right. Bob did, Bob made, so Bob did it a little bit different. He did and the way Bob did it, I believe, he did some sound thing, but he made it with a project, which was smart. So he made the podcast desk. It was more about setting that whole room up, right? Which was kind of cool. But he made diffusers, and I'm making dampers, absorbers. So there's kind of, and that's what I didn't realize is like when I took all that wood out, so all that so if you guys didn't see, it's Bob Claggett, I Like to Make Stuff. I'm sure you guys all know him. There's two different ideas. You can diffuse the sound or you can dampen the sound. And the diffusing is like if you've ever seen that kind of like skyline look of like wall hangings that look like they have like wooden offcuts that are all at different heights. Mm-hmm. And that's supposed to break up the sound waves. And what I didn't realize is like all that wood that was sitting there was just like a huge diffuser. And so it was just breaking up all the audio. And so when we took all that out and took the wood up and then added flat, hard surfaces, that's what it just became. There's
a lot of hard, flat surfaces over here now. And it's very open.
All right. So we said I would watch that. I'd check it out. Sometimes you pick up tricks watching things that you think are irrelevant. Yes, Brian, that's exactly what I hope people would get out of it. Travis watches all the videos. James, J-Man's Nerdy Dad. An air compressor. Oh, Chris K says, is that Chris K as in Chris Kennedy? Do we know? I'll have to ask Chris Kennedy.
I don't know. Chris K, reveal yourself. I'm just kidding.
Chris K.
Unless you would like to.
Do you work for the company? Yes, and air compressor. That's actually a great. That is a great thing. Like addition. I've always wanted to do that. I've seen people like for air compressor. If I use my air compressor more, I would think about it. And then I got a silent one. It's like putting it in a box that's like sound proofed, sound isolated. Yeah. Because like those compressors are so loud.
They're loud. You know he got a silent one because if you know Brad at all, you know he does not like.
Yes.
You don't like loud things or dusty things.
Loud and dusty things, I'm out.
Or heavy.
I just don't like. I just like anything that bothers me.
You want to do like very ergonomic, like lean woodworking.
Yes. All right. Well, I appreciate the responses. I mean, I would expect out of the 20 people that are here, you guys are pretty
appreciate it.
Pretty dedicated into the channel, and that if y'all said I'm not going to watch
views.
It, I would be like, oh, okay, this is probably the wrong thing. It's kind of the response I expected, but just always good to verify.
Just to check.
Trust but verify, right?
Right.
Yes, that's right. So it'll be interesting because I do, and the approach I'm going to take, because it's been done so many times. Like I am going to show how to make them, but I'm actually using Alexander Chappelle's video as reference as far as the hanging goes. I mean, the frame is just a frame. You just literally screw four boards together and then put like a center support on there. But the way that Alexander, did I say Andrew? I always want to call him Andrew. Okay, Alexander. The way that he mounted it was like super clever. So I'm going to use that and obviously give him the credit on that. And it's going to be more about like, will this actually make a difference? Because honestly, I'm kind of like,
I mean, those things are so high.
Because they are kind of high, and
his were low.
And his were low, right? Yeah. Exactly. So I saw that part. He was like, "Oh yeah, because my ceilings are so low, like it's worse." And I was like, "But I kind of feel like that's not true. Isn't it usually like the bigger the room, the more the echo?"
I would think.
Because that's like you feel like it's.
You would think so, right? I mean, and I think like there's a reason why they build auditoriums, like to kind of go in, like
amphitheater?
Well, like yeah, like
'cause the
even
sound
like a
waves
high
kind of-
school auditorium when you are in one that's
Yeah.
built right, they have like the wings kind of built in, like it's for the sound and everything, so that it's more amplified. But yeah, I would think so.
So we'll see.
Acoustics and all that.
That's kind of the direction I'm taking with it. Is like we're
it's
gonna
like a
make
cave, like a big cave. It's big echoes. A little cave would have a little echo.
We're gonna
I
make
mean, I
it
don't
and
really
see
know
and see what
this.
happens. And a
We're gonna explore.
little bit of an exploratory video. So
Never
we'll
heard
see.
of it. Yeah.
And yeah, they could be using a home theater room, James. That'd be
Yes.
a great way to use them.
Maybe
as
one
well.
day we'll do that.
An 80-gallon, 5-horsepower air compressor, J-Man.
Wow.
It's nerdy dad. Holy cow! And it wakes the dead. I can only imagine. Yeah, because I feel like
You gotta make sure you're
it's
not
like a
doing that
whole
like
different.
5 a.m.
Yeah, that's like a whole different noise though. Like a 5-horsepower motor versus like I don't even know what these little guys are. Like just the little direct drive. Just they're like screamers. Where like a 5-horsepower motor is
Yeah.
like that'll hit you in your
I will
core.
say, like, I got new tires put on my car the other day, and I had to go, like, they checked the pressure afterward, and I was in the free air pressure check line. They had a line to check your air tire pressure for free, which I thought was silly, but whatever. And I'm in there, and my windows rolled down. That place is loud, and none of those dudes had hearing protection on. I mean, it was like I had to put the window up. I was like, "This is too loud."
Oh
and
yeah,
I wasn't
running
even
those
that
like
close.
air ratchets and everything.
Yes, like all that equipment, and I mean, yeah, I'm old. I was like, they should be wearing like hearing protection. There were a bunch of young guys
Susan's
not
watching
wearing
out for 'em.
anything,
So,
but whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah, they need the little things to dampen the sound.
Yeah.
Probably
So
not gonna
that's
happen.
one that'll be coming out. So we're trying to wrap that up before we wrap that up.
Rep it or
Wrap it
wrap
up.
it?
Wrap it. I don't know.
Both.
We're trying to wrap that up before we head out of
Yeah.
town. Are we gonna be back? We'll be back.
I
for
was
next
just thinking.
Sunday.
That's what I was thinking about. I mean, if we leave early enough, yeah.
Yeah. So we should be here next Sunday. We're heading up to
Unless we
Ohio
hit crazy traffic or
for
something.
a little bit, and then we'll be back. So we will be back here next Sunday night, and
Yep.
we'll be here, and hopefully you will too.
Are you all traveling for Thanksgiving?
yeah, I
Are you
think-
hosting Thanksgiving?
I hope not. My gosh.
I mean, unless you enjoy that. We've never done that, I don't think. Maybe we have. It's
No.
been a while.
We just travel. We'll
We just show up at other people's houses.
have stomachs. We'll travel.
Right? We'll bring beer. That's kind of what we
That's
do.
Yeah. So we're gonna be out there. I hope all you guys are gonna have a great Thanksgiving if that's something you do and enjoy. I don't know. Is that, like, do people not do? You can have Festivus for the rest of us.
Most
or-
Americans do Thanksgiving,
I don't know.
right? Maybe. I don't know.
Friendsgiving. Whatever
Friendsgiving.
you're gonna do.
But if you're not in the
Hope
U.S.
you guys enjoy it.
or if you
And
don't
yeah, if you're not in the US,
celebrate
then don't worry about it.
Yeah,
We'll just see you Sunday, and it'll be like every other Sunday.
right.
So check out the plan sale. Coming starting tomorrow, and 25% off all the plans. Pick you up whatever you want, and if you have any issues, just shoot us a DM, email, whatever, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah.
Get out there, build something awesome this week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you guys.
Bye.